This morning, the city of Uvalde released hundreds of records yesterday, including video and 911 calls related to the school shooting that happened just 2 years ago. WFAA joined more than a dozen media outlets suing the city for access to those records, hoping they would shed more light on the law enforcement response. We have spent hours looking through those public records, finally getting some answers as to what exactly happened on May 24th. 2022. Now, the records are helping us learn about the information law enforcement agencies had and why it took officers so long before entering into the classroom. I do want to warn you this morning that you will hear gunshots, and the video is jarring. Here's our Richard Solomon.
The hundreds of public records released Saturday don't change the narrative of what happened on that day at Robb Elementary School.
Watch that door, watch that door.
But they add new details to help us understand the context of what took place.
He's in the class.
The city of Uvalde has released hundreds of records regarding the mass shooting after a coalition of news organizations, including WFAA, sued the city for withholding them. 19 students and 2 teachers died that day after a gunman walked into the school and opened fire. Now we have dash camera video, text messages, body camera footage, and 911 calls from Uvalde police.
Going to the school, man. They got to hurry.
This 911 call comes from a teacher who was inside the school when the gunman entered.
I'm in the closet.
Another call came from the shooter's uncle.
Maybe he could listen to me, because he does listen to me. Everything I tell him, he does listen to me.
He told dispatchers he was with his nephew the night before.
Maybe he could stand down or do something, just turn himself in.
That call came in after police shot the gunman. And this new body camera video shows the moments officers tried to go into the school and enter the classroom. Officers would then fall back, waiting to go inside.
Am I bleeding?
And at one point, you could hear Uvalde CISD Police Chief Pete Arnaldo tell officers to not go in.
Tell them to wait.
Don't shoot.
No one comes in.
It took more than 70 minutes before police entered into the classroom to confront the shooter. An incident report says police overheard a relative of the suspect say he was suicidal, while dozens of officers stood in the hallway trying to figure out what to do. Students inside the classroom called 911 on cell phones, begging for help, and desperate parents who had gathered outside the building pleaded for officers to go in. The records released don't change what happened that day more than 2 years ago, but now we're starting to get some answers for what did.
Once again, this is only scratching the surface here. It took 2 years to get the records that were released yesterday from that lawsuit settlement. There are other suits that are still in litigation that are requesting the release of similar and maybe substantially more records from Uvalde CISD, the county, and Texas DPS. We do have a breakdown and more detailed information about the newly released records there. It is on our website at WFAA.com, right on our homepage.